Yeah, but as I said,
Good night, each and everyone.
Yeah, man, we're
Night,
hearing you now. You're hearing us?
Yeah, man, I hear on a clear.
All right, what's happening, man?
Everything is good, How is everybody?
Boy, I'm alive, so I can't complain, boss.
Very good.
I hear your prospects doing well over in Spain, man.
It is a good look, and it is a very educational trip. And thanks to Phoenix Academy and Mr. Butler, we have opened doors for many other Jamaicans to enter this side of the world. You know what I mean? To make sure that they learn this aspect of football. I'll say this: being in Spain showed me that we are 1,000 miles beyond in Jamaica in terms of football. We are way behind. And I'm not talking not only about fees and infrastructure. It's just the coaching. Coaching has a lot to do with it. The amount of coaches, I keep on emphasizing, at any given time there are 8 coaches on the pitch for each age group. And you know what I mean? You can't take just 2 eyes or 4 eyes to see everything. But you have 22 players out there.
Yeah.
You understand? So your 2 eyes can't pick up everything. You have to have others there. Now, in saying that, technology has a lot to do with the sports of football. These
preach,
days.
Richard, preach.
No, it's just me being open to what I have learned in these couple of days that I've been here, and I'm nothing normal, brother.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
different
from a technological standpoint, it's an entirely different level how they use technology over there in Europe.
Yeah, they can tell you how much duel, how much others each player won. And it's not just only for Whisper, it's for it's other nation. You have Japanese here, you have Kenyans here, you have Senegalese here, and everybody is trying to, to learn to go back to their country, to see where they can better their country in doing what they're doing in football. And it's just a plus. And it's just how other people look at my son. I know 1 and 2 people will say he's a prospect. Some people would say it hypocritically and still don't believe it. But when the wider world is seeing what he's doing and accepting that this kid is different, you know what I mean? And it's just a joy, just to sit here.
You must be very proud.
Yeah, always proud. Even if he just come here to learn and he's not the best and all that. These people are small peoples in Spain, so hence they play the tiki-taka football. Sometimes you see some man I run and them here I let behind them like a cape, and you think he might go fast. He's not going fast. You understand? But he has that. He has that in him to just have that busybody type of look, because that's how they are trained.
Energy.
Just to put in them all. And if that's your all, a coach would work with it. It's not just your skill though. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Not just your skill. It has to do with your attitude. Your attitude has to be 90% of it more time. Because you're going to represent a club. You're going to wear everything for Real Sociedad or whatever club you are. And they want to make sure that this man can wear it with pride. Him not going to just wear it just to put on a jersey and him shorts down on him waist or him face bleach out. You know what I mean? it's not like that. Your hair have to be well groomed. Even if you wear long hair, even if you are a Rasta, it has to be in a certain order. You have to go there and greet each and every coach, every technical director comes through at each session, and there's like 8-9 pitch, different training. You have the A team, you have the B team, and all these have 8 coaches, brother. 8 coaches.
Yeah, it's a different world,
brother. I am just absorbing, and I'm just trying to educate myself at the most.
Richie.
Yes, Parchment, what's going on?
Yeah, man, I have a whole heap of questions to ask you. I'm not asking a question based on the contract, this whatever. So different stuff. So my question is, you know what caused the problem in Jamaica? 3/4 of the coach them in Jamaica with their grassroots level now getting paid.
True. That's so true. Because I was on your show there yesterday, and it was saying to me that sometimes even it happened to me. Not even gas money we have for make it for go to training sometime, brother. I know them days there. I may train other people, kids and them thing there, and I say, yo, nah, go back,
Yeah.
I nah have no gas money, and you know, it take up to a player more time and say, yo, Sir Richards, yo, I beg my mother $1,000, I beg my mother $2,000, make me go train, and that motivate me.
So you understand? You even better take the $2,000.
Even better take the $2,000. Sometimes, yo, brother, I drive my car from east so much, I wonder when it going to break down. I feel like my motor, I kiss my car and say, yo, that car, are the best, Yeah. I never know it would have carry me back home or carry me to the training ground. You understand? And you have to give thanks. You have to have a supporting cast with you. You alone cannot do it, brother.
So that's why I say now, half of the coach in Jamaica, them alone are trying to do it. Them are the head cook back over shot.
Cannot do it. Yeah. Cannot do it.
Hey, I give you a story. Remember me a coach St. Mary's College, Me had the fitness training and me a cook breakfast, porridge, calm porridge. Porridge upon store, and I run down there and look. I go on the stove, run come up back, come look on the boy, them and run own a stop run and anything there. You get to me, I come from just to make the program run. I'm now getting a PA bridging.
Brother.
So I didn't think they mash up the football.
So you feel so we can improve it, because obviously the business community is not behind it, so can the coaches get more innovative and try.
In Jamaica, the football is not alright. Coaching in Jamaica is not a big profession. Coaching in Jamaica is like recreation, like you do it for love.
Yesterday
we had a meeting and somebody come and say, yo, under 20, and I say, I have an academy now. I want to play them. I say, I have a player already. So I say, why not come volunteer? I said, them days are done, brother. They must say, why? They must say to me, say, him volunteer and coach and everything, and so why me can't do it? I said, Virgin, 400,000 GC fast line and plus 30,000 a day ready for the deal, I see.
Yeah.
But then I said, me not the number voluntary work. I say, alright, I understand, I'll drive up.
Exactly. More ask Richie 2 things, but more have to say this quickly. And the point of technology, they have technology over there in Europe that can even track the speed of the ball. How quickly the ball is moving. That's how intricate.
Yes, they do.
That's how intricate it is, like some deep things.
Brother, I've seen club they even have gym, and gym is one of the plus part of the training, brother. You have to go to gym.
You have to have gym.
You have to go to gym. You have to. It's a must. That's why you see so much our players them pop down so much. Even me look on our under 20 team. Let's go to the under 20. I've seen some playing in our under 20. You're gonna get pushed down when you play against these pro. Your body is not you're not up to standard. I'm not gonna call the player name, but certain players' body is not up to standard, brother.
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah, it's not built to play this under 20 tournament that we are going. And there's over 5-6 players in our team where them body not ready, brother. It's not gonna, you understand? And to each department, to each position played, you must have at least 4 players. You can't carry Whisper as a one striker. One striker, you're sick in your head. You have to have 4 options, brother.
You have to have 4 options.
Yeah.
4 options. You understand? And then people think that, yo, you know, man, you're trying to fight against Jamaican football and them things there. I'm going to say this again, you know, because Craig Butler got this $30 million contract with Leon Billy and end up with this enormous amount of money, everybody feel like them can play a part and every player is better than their player. Because they're saying that none of their players are better than their players. In certain instances, people saying. And that don't make no sense. You try to run down the money because you see our next man make a piece of food and you feel like, say, yo, you can do better and you can make the money there too. And that caused the whole heap of corruption. So every man I try to sell them play and I sell a narrative and I said this and I said that. It doesn't matter. I say players, me not fight down no player. I tell you this straight. Me don't fight down now one player. I wish that.
You get a phone call.
You get a phone call, Richie?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man.
Hello?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you. We're hearing you, Richie.
When you get phone call, chip out. I'm not going to hear you. I'm going to log out and log in.
Yeah, you have to go log out and log in back, Richie.
Yeah, family.
I have some questions that I did want to ask him quickly, you know. Just 3 quick questions.
Do you want to ask him about the camera system? How much money he?
Oh. I probably not know that though.
You know, man.
I put on a year academy.
Yeah, you know, before
you can start that Dujuan.
He's back.
Okay.
All right.
No, yeah.
Hold on. Unmute, Richie. Unmute.
Brother, I wish that ever get a youth could have make it in a football because it only make my country a better country, brother. It only make the nation a better. I'm not into it just for whisper's sake or just saying that I'm just being a proud dad or anything. It only gonna make my country a better country. And that is what I'm all here about. You understand? Certain people, I try to do it for making money. And making the money is not all, brother. It's not all. You understand? We just need to, it's a discipline part of it and we are not disciplined enough to make it work together. And I'm not going to put down my son in the gutter just because he wants to rise his player. And you're not going to do that. And me, I go sit down here and say, boy, you don't know what me go through. You don't know what me have to sacrifice to make sure him reach his spot, him reach. The youth are trained 2 times a day for years, you know. For years, he's training 2 times a day. Remember when him never used to like train at all.
But
Richie, tell him what him have to do.
Richie, we're not cut there, but you see some of the time, the things will reach. Me believe say some of the things where people are said, but whisper is not because of you. It's not because of you. It's because of what Butler say and Butler is doing. Because if you can remember, me see him this up in this king wicked pan a message. I mean, I said,
all right, hold on. All right, let me nick this in the board because I really and truly no want to go down. That is not.
Yeah, man, leave it alone. No interruption with Richie and Butler. No, that
right.
There's not. It's not. No, man. Gentlemen.
Interruption. You know what the feels everything I want.
Let me tell you this, man. Let me tell you. It is a
positive. Yeah, Butler about sometimes Butler do some things. We have to quit, but as we say, we don't want to create an eruption.
Yeah, we don't want to go down there.
Why people always when they disagree with somebody, it's eruption.
No, man, we don't want Richie and Butler now. We don't want the man go say something.
Clearly,
No.
type of madness. The man is not going to nothing with the man.
Let me tell you this.
We never bring
Let me
on
say-
Richie to talk about that.
Hold on. Let me
Okay.
I'm gonna answer. I'm going to listen carefully.
Mm-hmm.
What Butler said as an agent, he has the right to say it. Why? Because you're undermining theme prospect then. Because Whisper is a child who is just a prospect. No, you're gonna say that he didn't do what he did versus King, the player, when it was there videotaped. I have Speed saying that I can't come to another practice match and video again, brother. He made that statement. That man can't come on no more Cavalier grounds. You're crazy? Or you say that because me video it and catch the youth, I rock him left and I rock him right and I kick at JD White and I score. I hit the bar, whatever the case may be, and then Speed act as it never happened. So that made the two of them in a riff.
I never that
Because of that.
I never that.
Hold on, unseen. Stop promulgate this.
No, me not promulgate. No, I just this
No,
particular.
But just show you what it happened because they were
They
saying
said
that,
start from.
right.
That's where it
They were
originated
saying
from.
King was the next best thing, and nobody can pass him, and nobody can go around him.
What the matter with me that address is King commented and Dujuan. King commented and Dujuan.
Try for promulgate.
Well, I'm not promoting that at all. Don't see someone say no. So no move on
It's
from
going to
this.
remain. It's going to remain
It's going to remain
It's going to
positive.
remain positive, you know. But I just answered you where it started from.
No, I'm just show him on pre say why you know most people bash him because him not good or whatever because of the
You're nobody a bash with.
But anyway, this is what I say. This is what I say.
Hold on. Me did want to ask the boss.
Jesus Christ.
You ask the boss.
Yeah.
Let me ask you private. No, yourself.
You asked him a question already.
Me ask him private. Because this is you know why me ask him a question, but me need to ask.
Me no want to ask, but me really want to ask Richie this question. Right? It's a very important question. By the way, big up to Cataract there.
Ask him about the camera too.
Yeah, man, I definitely gonna ask him that because I know for your academy that is very important. But I want to ask Richie though, a very important question. What is the plan? If you can tell us that, what is the plan for Whisper in the next 2 to 4 years? Where his career is concerned.
So his plan, as we speak, is going to be 18 in the next 20 months. So, I mean, Real Sociedad and other clubs are planning to take a look, and whoever have the best offer, he will go there when he reach the age to sign. So it wouldn't be a 4-year plan. Maybe with a 4-year plan, because whenever he goes to whatever club, he's going to have to sign for a couple of years. So that is the situation with him as we speak for the next 20 months. You just keep him developing as a prospect, and keep him healthy as a prospect, and then we go further when he reach 18. We know what we can do. I cannot make a say that he's gonna go left or he's gonna go right until the club or whatever make that representation themselves first and foremost. I cannot say it until they do
what
that.
What about the under 20 national team?
The under 20 national team in the real life, I'll tell you this, because we are underprepared, or it look, and I say this to him, doesn't look like we're going to go there and do a good job, sir. I can say this. You alone cannot play. Do you understand? Or you on 4 and you on 5, or the speed of the game that he's used to, they're not playing it. Because this speed this is playing in Spain right now is top notch. And for him to go back to a slower game, him gonna be making 4 and 5 runs in vain. Because them don't even know that him gonna be there. You understand? You have to have coincide. He has to be training and be cohesive with these players for months.
So Richie, what are you saying exactly? That you're not sure if you're gonna have Whisper take part in the U20 national program?
I'm not sure.
But
Not
Richie,
sure.
Which one are you
No,
leaning
no,
to more? Hold on. Which one are you leaning to? Are you leaning to yes, his involvement, or no, his non-involvement?
I'm leading to his involvement more
Okay.
because the player himself wants to play. But
And I'm happy to hear that.
because he
But
wants to
I'm
play.
more ask so. So what the worst could I even come from?
Laneja, make him finish. Make him finish.
Because me and my son have a meeting every day, you know, and you know, I give him the pros and the cons each and every time. You know, I'm not only his father, I'm also managing my son and tell him the world of football. And he's just not a normal 16-year-old. He's a very, very, very smart 16-year-old. And he knows what he wants. He wants to be a professional footballer. So because he wants to do that, and he knows the more games he plays, the better he gets, the better he knows of a game, he is willing to represent Jamaica, the land that him love.
I hope he plays. I really do. I hope he plays. Laneja, you want to talk something?
Yeah, man, and you say based on the speed where I'm playing now in Spain, he probably would have. But more know what the worst could happen if him come back, even knowing that we have other overseas baller coming in that could help complement his talent.
Right.
How you will look on it, you know, in terms of
that will work also. But I can tell you this: what I've seen with the overseas talent that they keep on saying that they're bringing, brother, the Jamaican players just need proper training. They can do it as well. They don't need these overseas players. I'm not the one who are always going to say, yo, yeah, man, because them play for Arsenal, them better than we. No, brother, that's not true.
Reggie, man, them say it's xenophobic.
But I agree with you.
Seriously.
Richie, what me would have said to you, Richie? You just mentioned to the players out here are not prepared, so best. So this is the reason why these overseas players would complement the team very good, because none of these other players are playing. Them better prepared. Them have probably more experienced coach. So even though you say the ball game are play much faster out in Europe, these players will come in and they will actually, some of our local players can even learn from them, because the coaching not up to standard, the preparation up to standard. So these players are definitely gonna be asset. As much as talent wise we could have the same and the same level, but we are definitely overseas players should be better prepared than our local players.
Got you, Qatar.
Good evening.
Yeah, tell Cataract, tell us we're on the same level. Tell Mr. Cataract.
We just need better coaches and better players for you.
No, hold on.
Bro, tell him.
Teddy Bear. Somebody should have sent you out for Mother's Day. You understand? That's your purpose. Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. Not football. So this is your day. So you can go and talk, you know? You get sent out today. Big up my mother, you know what I'm saying?
By the way, sorry to cut you, Cataract. I forgot to big up all the mothers. Yo, don't forget this, man. All mothers, big up on yourself and on a special day. I'm so sorry I forgot. Go through, Cataract.
Okay. So Richie, I was with you all the way until you made a U-turn on the motorway. You made a U-turn on the toll road. And
no, man, at the M1, man.
No, but you make a U-turn, an illegal turn. So, so Richie, in a serious note, I want to take that point you said first, and then I had some questions about Dujuan. The first is, I'm going to be frank. You and I have been, and I've seen you there before you departed for Spain. We have been there every hour, every minute, looking at this under 20 team from them stretching to the end. You never leave. You're very caring about the players under your charge.
Yes.
Tell me in your honest opinion, if there is a striker in the team that we saw, the squad that we saw, that would make the field in the English Premier League in 2022.
If I say a striker, 0.
Yes. Good. Did you see a central attacking midfielder that could make the Premier League
In the 2022?
in this year? At any of the midfielders that we saw, you would say, and I'm talking you about a football man, not as a father now, you would say would take field in a top 6 Premier League team.
No.
And so that is just
Well, which level we are talking about? Which level we are talking about?
Tell me which level? The English Premier League, the one that we just watched.
The under 18 or the big way at
You don't.
No man, Premier League, big
Teddy
league, man.
Senior league, the Premier League. The Premier League. The senior, one Premier League alone, yeah.
One Premier. Thank you very much.
Youth leagues are the Premier League too.
There's a PL2 and there's a under 18 PL. I'm speaking about the English Premier League, where Brighton just beat Manchester United 4-0, Leeds lost 2-1 to Arsenal, Everton beat Leicester 2-1. That league. I don't know if you watch it. But that's the league I'm talking about. So the fact is that I know with certain knowledge that there will be that some, not all, some of the players who have put in for their passports have played or have been in the first team squad of Premier League teams.
Yes, that has been reported earlier.
It's not a question, and I will forever speak this name. There is no midfielder in Jamaica who is born after January 1st, 2003, who can walk in the footsteps of Amari Hutchinson. It's just the plain fact. Whether they don't have feel, or it's bad coaching, or because them drink D&G soda, I don't know. The sunshine, it is what it is.
So who did say anybody better than Amari?
Man, him said that, man. Him there said that.
He never said that.
The talent, well, talent-wise, him there said we have the talent is same like the man them overseas.
Yeah, well, I understand. That's total different thing. You have to understand what the man is saying.
He said that if our players were properly prepared.
Right.
Yeah, but that's a lot of formula. That's a lot of ifs. The fact is that we have a tournament to go to, right? In 6 weeks. And unless you show me a midfielder who 10 out of 10 times when the pass comes to him, the ball sticks to his feet and not bounces off 10 yards or takes 2 times to touch the ball to get it under control. That's the fact. I don't know. We're not berating anybody. Man have to develop. They're at different stages of development. But what happened in the past were players who came forward for Jamaica might not have been at the cream of the crop in England. But with this under 20, I know with certain knowledge, right? Some names are called, some names are don't. I still respecting, some people don't never respect me, but I still respecting the code. Are fully developed players ready to take a first team football in the EPL? I am hoping that by playing alongside them, our local footballers, who some will make the team, will develop. So I am not afraid of the thing about the pace where Dujuan is concerned, Richie. Because if he is one of the strikers, I'm telling you that at least 2 of the strikers I know who have applied for a passport, him better have pace. Him better have pace. And if he's good, and the one that we can keep calling his name, because everybody and his mother know it. And if he's going to be on the end of through balls from Omari Hutchinson, he better be running 4 or 5 times, because Omari Hutchinson's range of delicate passing is second to none.
Cataract. Can I say?
Yeah, man.
Can I just say this? Whisper was turned into a striker, and he's actually a winger, brother. Because he scores so much goal as a winger, they put him in to be a striker. They turned him in. Craig Butler turned him to be a striker and said, "Yo, you scored too many goals as a winger. You're actually a striker."
All I'm saying is,
so he's learning the aspect of being a striker. All his years growing up, he was always a winger, brother.
No, what I'm saying is, don't worry about the pace. I'm saying, don't worry about the pace.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Still,
But what Richie alluded to doing a cataract is also the fact that the team will not be properly gelled.
No, that can't happen. The team will not be gelled. The team will not have chemistry.
But all those passes that you said that the player with properly weighed passes, they're not going to know that him have them. So it's going to go to waste. It's not going to make him look like him a regular baller. Mr. The first time I saw Mikel...
Not necessary. Maybe you see some half pass, but there must be 1 or 2 or...
Yes, some. Yeah, but the player is not going to run onto that ball knowing that he's going to make that pass. They're not going to have the same level of thinking because they didn't play enough games together. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's not going to help our cause because it's like we're going there to train. We're going there to train and like, yo, you could have catch that in a whisper. You understand? And then say, oh shit, I true enough, I could have catch it. Because they didn't play enough games together. That's what I'm trying to say. So that even that star player, alright, you remember you watched the game against Arnett Garden. That player Thomas was into the team that was in the tryout when Whisper was there, you know? And he didn't look good. He didn't look good, but when he's playing with a unit that everybody used to him, everybody has said, "Oh, this boy is not in the team."
Man, I teach him about Virgin.
Oh, all right. Why does he look different when he's going on a trials? Because he's playing with players that he's not used to. But when he's playing the players that knows him and know what he's capable of, he look like a gem.
He's more comfortable.
Right. Yeah. So that's just what's going to happen with our national team as well.
But to tell you, when you look on football normally a club system you will always see more gelling in our club system than any international team, right?
Right.
And then our trial thing foolishness because we're not going to put trial overseas on a month.
Man, you hear Mr. Speed make that statement there in a party.
No. Me am unseen sports, me talk the things them and me. Who want to vex with me? Because watch this now. Me's a comedian, if you want to vex with me tomorrow, me see me I call you, see me?
Yes.
So me stay ready.
But that man
vex.
But he's not gonna go like him vex him. He made statements. That's why I'm not gonna pick Whisper on his side. He made that statement because of what Craig Butler did and talked down on his player. He's not gonna pick Whisper on his side.
Speed vex, man. When you vex, you talk anything in him. Not a lot, man.
So why you got?
Hold on. Unseen. With due respect, the same thing was said on more than one YouTube channel. And Anthony Grant won't see back the Jamaica team and the cataract stop call Mr. Speed name and come on every channel and apologize.
You see that?
You never hear that?
No, sir.
Oh, you never hear that?
You know, I follow them things. I'm not them warfare.
Oh, okay. Well, spiritual war in high and low places.
By the way, allegedly.
No, it's not alleged. It's not alleged. Go and look. Go on. No, it's not alleged.
Formula.
Yeah.
Use up the caveat, brother, because we can say him never hear the man say that, brother.
Yeah, use them, please.
No.
Hold on. I am not disputing whether.
Hold on. Formula.
I'm not disputing whether
This is your platform. Hold on. Let me go again. And let me say it again for those people those little biatches who go around and cut out snippets out of YouTube shows. Let me say it again. So the little bitches that cut out people's screen recording and send it around, let me say it again. I said it was reported on a YouTube channel. It was said by a YouTuber, more than one YouTuber.
Sure, we know that.
Right? Okay.
I just speak for myself.
And I'm not saying I have not heard Mr. Speed say it. I said it was reported.
Okay, allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly.
No, it was not allegedly reported. It was fully reported. Along with the statement
that he allegedly.
Yeah, they okay, reported. Yeah, okay, fine. Put all the alleges you want. Let us. Yeah, man. No problem, brother.
All right. So I'm talking on my behalf, man. He did say none of his players, Phoenix players, is better than none of his players. And Whisper is an alright player that him just make run up and down till him get tired and all that. That was his statement about my son. You understand?
To be fair, Richie, to be fair, I heard Speed before this whole disagreement between the Speed camp and the Butler camp. I did hear Speed on a program speak glowingly about.
Yes, that he is hot. That's what I'm saying. So when he made that other statement saying that he's no good, why would you make that? And I screen record it, that he was saying that he's hot, Richard, and I had to cool him down.
Richard,
you understand? Yes,
because
sir.
Because of conflict between him and Richard.
But don't get man. All right, okay. Is the conflict between two agents then?
Yes.
So then my son have to pay the bill. Well, me I stand up for my son.
And King.
I always stand up for my son.
And King get involved in
all right. I have no.
But both sides, you realize.
Both sides.
Both sides.
Me really and truly not like just negativity, right? The whole issue they already discussed about and flesh out and positive things, positive vibrations, we keep the thing pan right now. Since I really want to go down the road. What more for ask Sir Richard? What more for ask the boss is could you tell us the aims and objectives of what is taking place at Real Sociedad with the Phoenix Academy, and if you have anything to disclose about the aims and objectives of Sociedad with regards to these trials as well?
I'll say this. Phoenix has incorporated Real Sociedad, and Whisper is not the only player here. Well, in my views, Whisper is not doing the best here. There's a player called Dante Buster Duncan, who Real Sociedad really love. He's called up to the B team of the senior team because of what they like and what they see in him.
Whoa!
And he has the age to be signed. So what he's doing is he's incorporating the 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds that he has, and there is a defender also. His name is Danayo Mitchell Dovey, who they like as well, but not as much as they like Buster. But they're trying to get themselves turned into a man by giving them. They are the one that can be signed now. Then, in other words, so they are trying to. So they are knocking out the door.
They're 18.
Right, there you go. They're 18. They're knocking on the door to be, and then they have the Dante Peralta, who is in the U16, and they have Whisper training in the under 19, but they don't know he's not under 19. He's under 19, but they don't know that he has so many years, right, younger than them. But he's playing at that level as they do. But it's a good look.
Sorry to cut you, Richie, but just to understand what you're saying, the players are training with different levels at Sociedad. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. So some are in the U19, some are in the B team, etc.
No. Three of them started at U19. 2 started at U19 because they were here a week before. You know, Catherine told you I was in Jamaica. So me and Whisper was in Jamaica. But when we come, we go straight into the U19. Dante Peralta is at the U16. You understand? But playing with the U19, Buster did so well. They call him into the B team. So for me, on a day like today now, you're going training in the morning and you're going training in the evening. Me a fair run go because they are like on a different hills. Every time there's a pitch, there's a different hill that you have to go. So me have to run, go up on the hill there, go video Buster, run, come back down, come video the under 19 with the Whisper them, run, go over the under 16, go video Dante Peralta. So it's just no, me want to learn. And for me to learn, me have to go back and watch these videos. And these videos is what you all is seeing that is saying that weird, really interesting. Look at them warm up there. You understand? And it is just a different level. Because you have to pass the under, you're gonna pass the under 14, and you're gonna pass the under 11, and you're gonna pass the girls team. So you're seeing all these different teams. And you just say, weird, wow, me have to stop and look at the first man. You understand? So even before you go into it is something that is very interested, and it's something that I don't mind doing because it making me learn how the football world of today is and how we are way behind. And even the girls team, I play the same system like what the senior team I play. I really say that the girl team playing that system.
Yeah, Formula.
Do you know what I mean? I can know what they're all about.
I have a question for Richie. Richie, I wanted to ask.
Formula.
Hold on. All right, hold on. All right, Brian first and then Catara.
No, just one question. Yeah, just one question. Richie, are you a trained coach or you have any interest in being a trained coach? That's that.
My trip here is to basically get my coaching license. To be honest, my coaching license. I mean, I'm going in Malta to do it. Just that everybody's going to go on holiday then, but on the next course, I will be there doing my course for my coaching license in Malta.
What level?
It should be a UEFA C.
Yeah, I think that's the UEFA
C. Yeah, UEFA C license. Yes.
All right, go through Qatar.
Richie, I really had a query, and it's something that has puzzled me because I've heard you speak before on the chat. You refer to the fact that Whisper has to reach age 18 to sign a contract, a professional contract.
Yes.
But from my knowledge, certain knowledge, certainly my cousin Anthony Grant had signed a professional contract when he was 16 going on 17.
Cataract, let me address that. I can answer that, Cataract.
He's a non-EU player. He's a non-EU. He has a Jamaican.
Yes.
He's a Jamaican passport. Him all.
Yes. Anthony Grant was an EU player, so he could sign at 16.
So I just want to be clear to people that the age restriction is because he's not an EU player.
Yes, he's a
non-EU player.
It's not to do with the fact that you is under 18.
Yes, he's a non-EU player.
It's the thing that they put in to stop the trafficking in children, particularly from Africa.
Right. That's what they did. Right. The Africans used to do it a lot and then leave the rest of them on the streets. So they stopped it. So they have to be 18 before they sign. Yeah, so you're correct.
And that's a perfect segue that Cataract just made, because what I want to ask you is, do you think that right now Whisper as a 16-year-old could go pro in Europe? Does he have that ability right now?
Brother, I would even say the team. People try to offer me money to make sure I'm signed when I'm at 18. And I said no. People offer me money. I went to Mexico just last month, and there was a club offering me 4,500 a fortnight to make Whisper play. You understand? And it's like, if I was just jumping up for the cause of money and not thinking that, okay, they're gonna have the right to him, I would have jumped over and collect that 9,000 US a month. Enough people now get that, brother.
Go buy a Chrome.
and I agree with you, Richie. I agree with you that I do think the boy is good enough to go pro in Europe. My question to you now is, do you think that the mere fact that he has reached a professional level, are you concerned that because he cannot go pro for the next 2 years, are you concerned that that particular period, right, will kind of stunt his development to a certain extent? The mere fact that he's at a pro level right now, but he's going to have to wait almost 2 years before he can go to that level?
At 20 months, him count it down, Him count it down to be like 20 months of just training, keeping up his level, getting it better at what he does. This is his craft. He's getting better at tiki-taki football as we speak now. He loves it. He doesn't dribble out of proportion when he doesn't have to dribble. He doesn't use a skill set just because he wants to use a skill set. He uses a skill set to get out of a situation. You understand? And this is what he has to learn. He doesn't press by himself when the rest of the team is not pressing. He has to learn the levels of the game. He has to. They speak straight Spanish here now. He has to look on a chart to play the game. The one game that he had played, they have to put him on a chart. He has to read a chart. And most players in Jamaica don't even know about these charts before he goes out there and play. And they're not talking not one word of English. He don't understand them. But when they point on the chart what they want him to do, he does understand that, and that's how he plays.
Richie, I have another question to ask you. Europe is only one of the places where football is played. And it's interesting that you raised the issue about Mexico.
Yes.
Because the Mexican league is
higher than Jamaican league.
No, come on. The Mexican league is the number one league in CONCACAF. But certainly parts of the Mexican league are on par with the Spanish La Liga, even in terms of remuneration and pay, because that's why many Mexican players don't travel abroad, because they are well paid in Mexico.
Correct.
Right. But I'm asking, have you thought about looking south? As a Pan-Africanist, I think about South-South Cooperation. Have you ever thought about Argentina or
Brazil? Yes.
You do not have those restrictions.
That's what I was saying, Richie, because the fact of the matter is that he has to wait until he's 18 to go pro. So what I was asking, if I know the restrictions are in Europe, but there are other places that the restrictions are not there. So thank you for bringing that up, Ketara.
Costa Rica is another place that was brought on the board where Phoenix Academy is concerned, and they're gonna be soon to come a couple of players going to Costa Rica. So I don't know if I tell you this, I want him to learn in Germany.
Yeah, I'm feeling that strive at Germany.
Germany is where I see him best. Borussia Dortmund to be exact.
I'm feeling that damn German league.
Germany has the discipline of football, which I want my son to actually learn. That discipline of football. You know, German players play like they're robots. If you tell a man they hold the line, him not coming off the line, not care what you do for the whole day. They're just disciplined footballers. So my belief, and I mean, I'm not thinking Central America, and I'm not thinking MLS, I'm not thinking no other place but in Europe. So I'm giving it an entry point to whichever place, but his final for me for these 2 years, I think Germany will be the spot for him.
So Richie, of course, a father has his choice and a young man has his choice. But the truth of the matter is that a number of German players, when they leave Germany, don't strive and thrive well. They play well within the German system, but when they transfer to the Premier League, not many of them go to Spain. A couple of them might end up in Italy, none really in France. They are in and around the Bundesliga. That same sort of robotic football and approach. But again, I just put to your thought, and I mean, just put it in your head. Think Argentina or even Brazil, but certainly Argentina, because a lot of players leave from Argentina even by the time they're 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
Are bought by the English clubs and then loaned out immediately, even though they're on the books.
But this is the thing with Whisper now. You see, because he's almost at the age a club would want to own him, so they can get that rights whenever he moves. They get paid, and that is what I am running from.
I figured.
That is what I'm running from. That is why I didn't go to Mexico actually, because I said, I said to them that, okay, you want him, I can give you a 12 months contract. Them said no, 18 months, because they want him to turn 18 when them have him. And I realized that.
And that's what I was going to ask you, Richie. If you could find a club that would be willing to give him a 15, 18 month, 20 month contract instead of, an extended like 5-year kind of contract. That's what I was just about to ask you. So I just personally, and I'm happy that Chatter brought it up, because I just personally think that it would be good if he could be in a professional first team setup right now versus having to wait. I think it would be better for his development if he could make that jump right now versus waiting for almost the next 2 years to do it.
No more.
I think Leon Bailey would be a better player right now. As good as he is, I think Bailey would be better right now if he had gone pro when Genk wanted for him to go pro. If he had gone pro at 16 versus 18, I think he would be a better player now, as good as he is. That's what I was in my brain, Richie. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
I totally understand what you're saying, but I mean, just 2 weeks ago, they are trying to advocate to make every player can sign at 16, not care where you come from. Hopefully that will come true. Yeah, and then we can work from there. But it is in the pipeline where we are hoping that work out, and then we go forward from there. This is the reason why we go different country, to learn the different aspect of football. You understand? He's been to Belgium, he's been to France, he's been to Holland, and all these places that he's been to, he has. Holland is a bit different because their type of football is more technical more than anything else. Yeah, they are not as robotic as the German, or they are not as skilled as the Spanish, because they are small people, so they play the tiki-taki football. They make the ball do the work themselves. If they could bounce it straight into the net, they would have bounced it straight into the net. They don't have an out-and-out striker. When they saw Whisper, they were like, ooh. You know what I mean? You can know. I don't speak Spanish, but you can read the body action of the players and the coach when he does like something special, and they like what they see. And that's the good part.
Finally, my final question to you, Richie, and I don't know if anybody else has any final questions. By the way, sorry for keeping it this long. When they bring you on the panel, whenever I intend to stay so long. But
that's all right, man. That's all right.
My final.
Yeah, you can go with the final question, and I will close.
Yeah,
I get to ask my question.
All right, how many questions left to ask? Unseen want to ask one. Who else want to ask? Anybody else want to ask? All right, that's it. So just my question and Unseen question. Talk to us a little bit about Whisper's attitude, right? Is his attitude from an honest opinion? Do you think that his attitude is where it needs to be to fully maximize his full potential? Does he have room to grow where that is concerned? Like, talk to us a little bit about how you see Whisper's attitude.
It's always room to grow with a 16-year-old brother. It's always room to grow. I mean, I train if I see him doing something outside being a professional, I will tell him that, you're doing the wrong thing. You can't do that. I try to make him remain professional as much as I can in my eyes. He doesn't have a behavior of a man where you say him pants down on him knee or him a cuss bad out straightforward and them thing there. As him name Whisper, him don't even really talk really. He don't really talk, brother. You understand? The name was given to him by his coach of Harborview, Sydney. I will never he was just the youngest man in the locker room then. And he had to whisper to Roger Joseph Roro, the Excelsior captain. Everything he wanted to know what was going in the Harborview locker, him a whisper in a Roro ears. What did the coach say? That's how he got the name Whisper. Sydney gave him the name Whisper because he was like 9 when he started playing for Harborview. I mean, I told people the story of him. He started playing football when he was 4 years old. 4 years old. There was a competition in Port Royal that was running for under 15 and senior. And because it's a small community, everybody can be at 15-year-old. So they met the younger boys, them come in. And that is what helped him. He's always playing with older boys since the day he stepped on the football field. Always. Ironically, most of the players that was on that Seaside team was his cousins and his uncles. So they keep on giving him the ball, giving him the ball till him get used to it, him get better and get better and get better and get better. They keep on teaching him how to him uncle is now a soldier. And this is the politics about football where you don't like, what I don't like. Uncle used to play for Harborview, and when he wanted to move to go to a different team, they didn't want to give him a release. He had to turn a soldier. He had to forget his dream of becoming a footballer and turn a soldier just because Harborview didn't want to give him a release. And that is another part of football one we can't understand. If a player want to move on, give him a release and make him move on, brother. And this soldier is the one who teach Whisper to kick the ball. So he might kick the ball from 30, 50 yards from a younger age, because him keep on telling me, don't kick the ball there. So take the time out, train him how to kick the ball. And there is a way to kick the ball. Enough people think it's just strength kicking. When Whisper at 10 years old at Harborview, he might take every free kick and take every corner. Enough people wouldn't say that. The Ziminese, half of the under 20 team where he's there that was playing with him at Harborview. You have Ziminese, you have Tyrese Williams, you have the goalkeeper Bennett. All of these players win 3 consecutive under 13 together, Together. These are 4 players who is in the under 20 right now. They played together from they were younger, coming up and win 3 trophies. So, if we had stick to the task and keep these players gel and keep them together, we have far better players in Jamaica. We can't just make them get bored and think that, okay, no, you're not good, you can go on. If he hadn't left Harborview, he wouldn't be able to develop his right foot the way he has. He kick with the right foot more than the left foot these days. The left foot was injured the other day, and him start training and resource that his straight right foot. Him train with them, they even realized he was coming off an injury. Because
Interesting.
To use the right foot.
Interesting.
Sing it up now after looking under 16. But I wonder why they play under 16.
Now, okay, watch this now. Under 16, the Manning Cup coach didn't want him to play Manning Cup. The Manning Cup coach said that he couldn't just walk in a Manning Cup team and just play so. He never rate him then. Well, I wouldn't say him not rate him. I would have said him did already have him side set up and never want to break it. In other words, him never want to just break the cycle of what him already prepared and who he want to prepare it for.
So all this the under 16 coach don't want him to play. So two different minds then.
Yeah, well, the under 16 coach is a different coach from the Manning Cup coach.
Okay, so that answers the question.
And I think Whisper's gotten a lot more publicity, so a lot more people are keen to kind of.
Jamaica didn't see him from he played Pepsi, like that was 2019, and I decided to make Jamaica see him by playing these 3 games in under 16. They didn't see him. All this, they're like, why you hyping up? Are you that we just see a couple clippings of him playing against some fat boy in England and all that. Fat boy in England, Man City have no fat boys on the team and them things. Or that's a Man City developing team. Check Garden Daniel is on that Man City team. Enough people don't realize that. Bibi Gardner's son, Bibi was that match himself, watching him son. Whisper scored 2 assists, 1 in that game. So if you want to call a Man City developing
Bibi's son how much now?
Bibi's son is 15. Check out that Daniel is 15. He's 15.
Come for under 17.
Not before him play for England. Remember him born in England, him have an English passport.
Bibi's son?
Yes.
Bibi can't do that to Jamaica, man. Bibi can't make him son rep England. He can't do that to Jamaica.
The man can't do anything for him.
They said Bibi can't do that to Jamaica, bro.
What's his mother with English
I
mother,
don't
right?
business with
No, mother is Jamaican.
One.
But remember when Bibi was a professional in England with his family, him girl get pregnant and him born in England. So him end up with an English passport. So he's an Englishman.
Yeah, I think his mother is Jamaican, if I'm not mistaken.
His mother is Jamaican, man.
So if I get a Jamaican passport,
Yeah, he might have dual citizenship, knowing Ricardo. He might have dual citizenship. But him, he might lean more to the English side, making more than the Jamaica side. So remember, say it's not like when Rennie Simmons do the thing, and Rennie Simmons got a whole month for baby, brother. You understand?
Richie, you really tell us that Bibi are going to do that to our country, brethren?
Me never tell you that, Bibi is the one that make I tell you. Bibi make that choice, Him have dual citizenship, so him can play for either country. It not going to do nothing if him play for Jamaica under 17. Him just never get a senior cap.
Oh, so he intends to... Oh, I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying now, Richie. I see what you're saying.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense. It really does.
It does. Right.
Question, Richie. The video camera, what the processes for getting one of those video cameras?
The video has to be ordered online, and then it take a couple of months before them ship it. I don't know how it takes so long to ship, but I mean, I thought it was a 3 months period before we got ours.
Yeah.
How much?
You know the price?
I'm not quite sure now. I think it's something in the range of $1,600 or something like that. Something like that. It was,
But you get something like a software.
You get a package. You get all the package with it. It come in a case, and then you download the app, and then the app to your phone, and then you set it up. then it goes in. Then you lock on the players who you want to lock onto it.
So when you're going to, like when you're doing a game, right? You have to have Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi? Yes, you do. You do have to have Wi-Fi.
And they can stream live on
YouTube,
work with, right?
It work with GPS, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can stream live with it.
So can you stream different games, or you have to stream the game with your team playing?
You cannot. I don't know if you can stream different team, but I know that you can go live on the game that you're recording at the moment when you're using it.
When your team is playing. Okay.
Right.
All right.
We want to try to use it as a business in, like, we have YouTuber, tier 2 come up. And just use it and stream the game them straight. But you have to be a team. Because you have to register a team. You have to register a team with it, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So how it identifies that your team are playing?
Or you identify?
Or the system identifies that your team are playing. That one fine.
It's not the team. It don't follow the players, you know.
You know, follow the ball.
The ball it follow, you know. The ball it follow.
No, the question I'm asking, like if JC and George are playing, if your system can record a game then?
No.
You have to register the vest. The vest
is the one that do the whole of those software. Make the whole of them.
Yeah.
But once your team are played, can record it.
It can record the game, yes, it can.
All right, so I think that's it for Sir Rich, sorry to keep us along, my boss.
No problem, man, no problem. It's good to educate one, and a man that keep the knowledge for himself is known to be selfish, I'm never a selfish person, and I said no, how much people is on this panel. It is good to make each and everybody learn, and who can go back and watch this video can learn from it to make the country a better football nation.
Yeah.
And that is my belief. You understand? Don't keep the knowledge for yourself, brother. Spread it. Spread the love and spread the joy. Not because I'm here learning, I go and say, I'm not tell you what the coach them do. I'm not tell you how many coaches them have and them thing they do. It cannot work like that. It has to work.
Rich, you have to give me some strength in the academy,
Yeah, man. Give thanks, man.
Some strength in the academy.
Give thanks.
El Futuro.
Want some strength, For 2 balls, 2 shoes or something.
I mean, no problem, man. I'm a person who is, I'm forever giving, man. Information.
And the ball now play that side there,
You see what I'm saying?
No
ball at all. You see that?
No ball now play that
and means a man go all over the island with football. All over the island. I mean, if I see a kid and say, yo, you know what you're doing wrong? This is what you need to do. Learn to do this, learn to do that. Take it serious, and it works. Sometimes for who want to take the telling. Some people don't want to take it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going to send you a video when you're done, yeah?
Yeah, man. Give thanks, man. We appreciate that. And give thanks to...
Yeah,
because
man.
listen, I say this to you. You're one of the first person who talked about Whisper when he played against that Sheffield when the under-23 team, and those were professional players at under-23. And you're the one that talk highly about my son, and I appreciate it and I applaud you for doing that, because on your program people start seeing and like, why is this man talking so highly of this
the video,
15-year-old?
Yeah, the video got almost 10,000 views, Sir Richie. So
I'm the one that help and share it and say, look at this man talking about.
Yeah.
All my brothers and sisters got that link. Everybody got that link, and it was something good that helped his career. He's one of the most watched young footballers in Jamaica.
I'm happy to hear that. I am.
You know, a lot of people watch him because he gets like 500 different followers per day. People, trying to be his friend. People trying to get him on their live. You know what I say? He's not on nobody's live.
Yeah.
Because I'm keeping him away from that. Because people were just trying to sell a narrative and say, "Oh, see that me get whisper from him a tree."
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, and them thing that.
Yeah.
I'm intending at the end of this tour, I'm intending to do a video with him live with the rest of the players, and all of them can come on and I can ask him the questions. And
that sounds good.
So we can be able to talk to him.
I'd love to be a part of that, and I am happy to hear that I could have done something that could have a positive impact on such a young, bright prospect, man. And I did the video because I was watching the clippings and I was just really impressed, and I was saying to myself, yo, people really need to know what is taking place.
All that game, all that game, he didn't go to England to play against Sheffield Wednesday. It's Port Vale. Sancho father saw him, Sancho father saw
Jaden Sancho.
Father saw Whisper and said, I'm going to arrange a game for him to play against Sheffield. And when that game was arranged and he played, the coach walked up to him and said, yo, we do anything. Just tell me, name it, and we do anything for this kid. That was it.
By the way,
everybody on that team was driving a Benz, a Ferrari.
Jefferson was there.
Yes, he was there. He was the killer. He scored the first 2 goals.
To make it absolutely clear, Whisper as a 15-year-old walked through the Sheffield United U23 team, guys.
That's exactly what you said.
15-year-old walked through the Sheffield United U23 team and put the ball into the back of the net.
And that was the only goal that Phoenix scored. They got 5-1 in. But what he did, the coaches saw what he did and like, he's 15. How that happened? Then why Jamaica can't see that? Why our football federation can't see that and say, wait, we have a prospect right there, man. We have to go work with it. Why? He has never been called to no national team ever in his life, brother. Under 15, under 17.
That's sad.
Never yet called to no team. And this youth has been doing all these good things since he was small. 2017, Cassava MVP, still never get called. COVID come in and all that. He didn't stop training. We never stopped training one time. Portugal is a place by itself. So you can have 4 or 5 police today, so it's hard for your police. So we just go up on the beach, go train same way. When the police are come, we run off of the field. Run gone. You understand? Police are come, and the man them just run gone. But they never stop playing ball. They still played. So COVID didn't even stop them. Even when we had a lockdown. So it just good, and I will still have to give thanks because Parchment is a man who always a big him up to, no matter what, So I mean, he's a man who always and he's a coach, so him see talent and no talent.
Of course,
you understand? So him can't even take that out of it. I would say this in the under 16 final, and I was upset about it. Whisper didn't get 1 foul, and he was the best player on the pitch for the whole game.
Whisper get licked down on the field.
And he never get 1 foul.
We get 1 goal though. No, I miss them.
Yeah, we all do that. Miss is a part of the game.
Yeah, man, we say Ronaldo miss hat-trick chances.
Okay,
Sitters, like...
He missed one sitter. I tell you.
Yes, he missed.
And
He
see,
missed a
we
sitter.
see Ronaldo miss all 3 sitters in a one game, and it happens. It happens.
It happens, because and he didn't get frustrated of being missed. Him keep going, because him just know that him just have to keep going. You understand? That's just a part of it. And in developing my son, can ask anybody that. Me not give my son foul when me a referee a game. So when this referee now give him no foul, that was just part of it. Doing that, we grew up this way, and you know that.
Yeah.
So you just have to just going on. But he got 0 foul, and I always getting hit down for the whole. You can point out 2 or 3 penalty and them thing. Them say, yo, that is part of it, brother. You have to know that, and we just have to just keep it going, keep moving.
Yeah. Richie, I sincerely hope that not only your boy, but all of the young men at Phoenix can achieve their full potential, right, and become the best version of themselves and the best version that they can be. And I do hope that this Sociedad tour, there's a lot of positives, and it already seems as if there are a lot of positives that have already been emanating from this tour. So I wish you guys the best, and hopefully everything works out, man.
Yeah, man. And I surely, is the one thing I can tell you. I tell my son each and every time he step on a pitch is just to pray and ask God for the best thing to happen while you play. Pray that you don't get an injury. Pray that you do well. Just pray. And I always say that to him. Just do a prayer. Every time you can, just do a prayer and give God thanks. Because, brother, there must be a God, for the things that, I see this kid doing from a tender age coming up. It's just not practicing and not just because things could have broke a toe and then the prospect done, him can do a thing. But you just always have to pray to be safe. And I always, put out a prayer there for him as well, knowing that, and I know people like you, people like Parchment that always a wish for him to do good. A lot of people out there don't want to see the best of him, They want to see like, oh no man, them just hype up this youth here. But it's just not that hype. It's him as a person and how he wants and the things that he desire to do in football. I tell people, some look for my son as being a Ronaldo or a Messi. But just don't look at him as being a footballer, brother. I say if you want to be this footballer, Jamaican can have a Ballon d'Or player. You have to put in the work.
Yeah.
You have to. So, we just have to give God thanks. And thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
It's been a pleasure. I just enjoy your show. I hope a lot of people will see this later on. Enough people are going to see it tonight. They're going to see it tomorrow, wherever. And just continue doing what you're doing. I'll be having some videos by later on tonight. So I will drop them and continue watching these boys train. Thanks. Have a good one.
Yeah, man. And it was a pleasure as well to Richie having you here. Big up, boss. Big up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, we never anticipated this, but Dujuan Whisper Richard's father would have, passed through the show, and we got to talk to him about, all of what is taking place with Whisper and, the Phoenix Academy over there right now in Spain, and, at their trials at Real Sociedad. So it was a real pleasure hearing from him. We're gonna cut it off now. We're going almost 5 hours, guys. People, I'm hungry. I kick out my shot, people. We need to go right now. But big up to all the viewers in the comment section, all the commenters in the comment section. Big up to all the panelists that would have jumped on. A number of panelists. My name not go I'm even not gonna go through all the names because there's too much right now to remember. Seeing, but just big up everybody who made this show, made it possible. Big up to Shavan too, because Shavan showed me and say, yo, my G, we have to chop this up, we have to chop this up. Unseen, big up yourself, boss. El Futura Academy, big academy. By the way, I'm going to link you to Unseen because I want to do a video giving your academy a strength and everything. Right. So, yeah, man, we have to link, man. And,
get up some videos and some things.
Yeah, man. We have to get El Futura strength, man, because, Virgin, I see the videos them on your IG, man. I like what I see, Virgin. I like what take place. Yeah, the big things, Virgin. And as your licensing, I know that the JFF plan to roll out the C and the B and the whatever. As your licensing improves, Bedrin, you only are going to be able to get the youths them better quality, development. So, we have to give a program a strength, man. It got big, man. It got big, and we have to give it a strength and we have to highlight it, man. So, all right. So, with that being said, guys, big up to everybody. Take care, stay safe, guys, and until next time.